There are three things that XXs hate the most in this world. Can you guess what they are? They are as follows. Number 1, when a man is striving and winning in life while they're losing and struggling. Number 2, when they see you with a hot young girl and they've hit the wall. And number 3, when you are not being the clean-up man and wifing them up, and instead you're living your best life without them. If you do any of these three things, women will, let's just say, not be happy, if you know what I mean. You will hear all types of shame language, how you're an ist and an ism, how much of a metaphile and an evil man you are, with just these three things. We have to talk about it, guys, because I really want you to know deep within your heart and soul that it's ought to win in life, and be proud that you're winning. It's ought to leave straggles and dead weight behind and live the good life. It's definitely alright that you show these cream guzzlers that while they had their fun in their prime, you will not be saving them in their decline, and it is ought for you to live the free agent lifestyle and grab this life by the tits and milk it for everything it has to offer. Are you guys motivated already? Are you guys ready to show these 304s that you're better off without them and you don't want or need them in your life? If you are, then the link down below in the description is the Free Agent Lifestyle book that will set you up with the proper mindset to prioritize your life and get on track to becoming who you were meant to be and not who they want you to be, because it's your life, not theirs. They can't control or tell you what you should do or what you need to do, because when you're a free agent, you don't give a damn. You're too busy working towards winning than listening to losers who are desperate to find a savior. Too bad for them, because you're not saving a damn thing. I invested and bought my copy of the book, and I'm never returning to the plantation. Never again will I go back to these ungrateful 304s. So join me, brothers. The link is in the description box if you really want to learn how to have peace, quiet, and freedom. With that said, let's look at why single women will hate you when you're striving and living life. Let me tell you guys something. By the age of 35, most women will be wiped out financially and on their last leg if they don't have a man supporting them. So if you think all of these women with their big degrees, expensive cars, and 3-bedroom townhouses are winning, then you are looking at the glass half empty. Now, to their credit, some of them are winning, and a lot of them had to work their butt off to reach where they are, so we can't discredit the work because it speaks for itself. However, we can't talk about the small minority of older women that's actually kicking some of our butts economically. That's blasphemy on this channel. Instead, we're going to focus on the majority of older so-called strong and independent. These boots were made for walking. I don't need no man-type women, because many of them are not anywhere close to winning. Always remember that most women are not out here starting Fortune 500 companies. Most of them are wage and salary lemmings that depend on their massa or boss to ensure they put food on the table. Now, to qualify for these jobs, they had to go to school, and more specifically, college, to get a piece of paper that says they're qualified to get there just over broke. And because women have been tearing up their families and other factors, most of these women didn't have money set aside to pay for their tuition, so they had to take out a loan and become a slave to the lender to be where they are today. So while they might have a job and what seems to be a lavish lifestyle, these women are drowning in student loan debt, personal loans, mortgages, car loans or leases, credit card debt, and any other type of debt you can think of. On the outside, it may appear that they're winning, but if they didn't divorce scrape a man to kingdom come and put their cash and prizes to good use, these XXs are suffering on the inside of self-inflicted wounds. By the time these women are closing in on age 40, they've already given up on life, and they are no longer trying to become the CEO of their corporation or the boss at their establishment. So although the womanist blood is boiling red hot in their veins, they know it's about over for them, and their last beacon of hope is to catch a simp. However, these men are watching Coach Greg Adams and the Gents, and they are waking up little by little every day. And now that these men are learning that they can be so much more than a plow horse for an unappreciative woman, they are deciding to become free agents, take their wallets with them, and live the good life. And when they see this, these women become irate and beside themselves, because they were promised and told by society that all they had to do was focus on their career, ride the Black Eagle in her prime, and Mr. Monkey Simp would be there at the end to sweep her off her feet and rush her down the aisle. But those days are gone, because men aren't taking that deal anymore. Instead, men are traveling and pounding out chicks overseas. Men are building businesses and putting food on people's plates. Men are crushing it at their blue-collar and white-collar jobs. Men are spreading the RP and making an impact on other men's lives. And men are going monk mode in their own way to build themselves up, rather than allowing useless people to tear down their progress in this life. These XXs are mad because they no longer have a monopoly on men's wallets and lifestyles, and they see men winning while they're losing, which pains them at their core. The truth is, they want the man's money for themselves, so they can dig themselves out of the hole they dug. But these older XXs no longer have that option because men are too busy winning in life to allow someone with little to no value to come and destroy everything you're building. Men woke up and women are not happy, and they fear their deepest fears will come through, and nobody will come to save them or relieve them of the debt and shackles they caused themselves. That is it, brothers, that is it. Let's get to number 2. Single older women will go crazy when they see the men that should be their available options with a young piece of tail. Gentlemen, come to the round table for a bit and hear this truth. Nothing pains a single older woman wanting a man more than when said man goes and gets himself a young, fresh, piping hot piece of pea sleeve from the junior college. The junior college is just a metaphor for younger women and should not be taken as a literal junior college. Coach Greg Adams came up with it, and I'm going to borrow it to deliver this message. But as I said, when you overlook their butt and level up to what she once was, oh Lord, she will hate you to the bone. Older XXs will try to shame you back to submission because the more older men with resources that go and take their money and share them with younger women, they will be left with nothing. They know that most younger men don't have their life together, so even if they can get a younger man to settle down, she'll be struggling for a couple of years, so the older men are their best available option. Do you guys see what I'm saying? So she has to try and shame these men back to dating older women because, number 1, they have to protect the sisterhood's best interest, and number 2, they have to get their come up. So any older man with resources bold enough to date women from the junior college will have his name dragged through the court of public opinion and called all types of names until he starts behaving himself. They'll call that man a medophile, grapist, dirty old man, trumper, incel, virgin, Uncle Tom, coon, sellout, you name it. They'll say it. All the words that you can think of to shame a man, they'll use it against him. And this is because they want to police that man's salami and take his resources for themselves. How selfish is that? By the way, I want at least 800 likes on this video or else I'm gonna have to page you with a blinky. Just know I got it on me, so don't tap it and see what happens. Now, if you've read the Free Agent Lifestyle book, linked in the description box below, then you won't give a damn what they say because you'll refuse to box yourself in and let others dictate the course of your life. You will date all the legal junior college girls you want and become unapologetic about it, even if it offends or hurts people's feelings because you're not a people pleaser. Nobody can tell you what you can and can't do when you choose to be free. That's what happens when you choose freedom over people's opinions, and your give a damn gets busted. You will walk out the door with your 18-year-old girlfriend, hop in your sports car, pull her head down to your zipper and press gas in those haters' faces. That is it. Number 3, these single older XXs go cray-cray when men are not wifing them up and becoming step dummies. If you want to really piss women off, then all you have to do is go your own way and just watch. Just tell them, I'll never get a girlfriend, I'll never marry, I'll never have kids, and I'll never raise another man's kids, and watch. You'll see steams coming from their ears, blood running from their eyes, and froth coming from their mouths when you decide you're checking out. They will curse you out, demand to know why you don't want anything to do with XXs, and shame you for choosing a life over a wife. This will happen to damn near all women that you say those words to, regardless if she's married or single. Do you know why? I bet you guys don't know why they all have that programmed response when men opt out fully. Well, it's simple. All women are tied to the sisterhood one way or another when it comes to dealing with men, so they have no choice but to band together and fight to get the most favorable outcome they can. Look at it like this: if women didn't have this sisterhood contract and men decided they were going to be free agents, then more men start following and leaving relationships behind to become free. It leaves any woman vulnerable, even if she has a man. Because what if her man leaves her to be a free agent and then she can't get another man because the remaining men are going their own way, monk mode, or they are broke dusties? Then she's screwed. So women have to unite and try to keep men in line so each can have a shot of having a man take care of them and rescue them at the end of the day if things go south. This is why even if the woman is married, even if she's a part of the Rainbow Coalition, even if she's a hardcore womanist, the one thing they can't allow is men to abandon relationships. Because every woman knows that if all else fails, a man is their safety net and retirement plan out of struggle and living on the streets. Can I get an amen? Who is going to be the cleanup man and raise their snotty nose, bad read KIT when the men are living their best lives being free and financially independent? Tell me who's going to do it? So they can't allow you to abandon relationships because they know deep down they need you more than how you need them. They know they're one emergency away from bankruptcy, but they see you at the steakhouse, eating steak and living the good life now that you have 100% of your income. So do you really think they'll let you be free, Toby? Tell me, Toby, do you think they'll let you escape the plantation and leave their sorry butt behind? Hell no, that's why they'll curse you out, so you rethink your decision to run away from the plantation because they don't want a brother to be free. They don't want to see you striving and running on the path of being a free agent, so they have to sabotage you and get you right back on the plantation by any means necessary. Even if they have to let Massa and his dogs drag you back to the plantation. This is why they put you on child support. This is why they divorce grape you to kingdom come, so you have it 10 times harder to run away when you have shackles on your feet. Do you get it, guys? They don't want to see you freelander down bad, and that's the brutal truth that all men must accept. Luckily, you have choices, and you can choose to be free by living the free agent lifestyle, monk mode, or go your own way. But whichever path you choose, promise me one thing: you'll never go back to the plantation after you've escaped. That is it. The Free Agent Lifestyle book is in the description box below on Audible, Kindle, and paperback, so you can't say I never gave you options. If you want to support our channel, which will cost you $0, then watch our hard-hitting Season 9 RP videos on the screen right now so you can always be 2 steps ahead of modern women.